Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of How's the Weather in Burlington, a weekly barometric reading for our long distance relationship with Ian and Jenny. My name's Jenny.
And I'm Ian.
So, Ian, how's the weather in Burlington today?
Today it was actually surprisingly cool. It's been like 90 to like 93 all week, but
Mm-hmm.
apparently it got cold and it got windy, which makes me happy. It was about 70, 60-ish,
Mm-hmm.
so that's good.
That's nice.
How's the weather in Burlington?
As we record this podcast right now at 9:01 p.m., it is a mere 78 degrees outside. So, it's
Near.
great.
That's already too hot.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm not okay with any heat whatsoever.
Well, that's why you went north. I was gonna say you went high and I went low, but then I realized that that would be misusing a beloved Michelle Obama quote, so I refrained.
Was that a Michelle Obama quote?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I didn't even know.
When they
know
go
anything.
low, we go high.
I don't know anything.
Michelle Obama. I'm gonna Google it. Yeah, it's Michelle Obama. I just wanted to double check. A brief part of my brain was like Hillary Clinton, but no, Michelle Obama.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know anything about anything.
Yeah, obviously. Can I just take a second to say I'm recording in one of like the quiet rooms in our library. And so like our library is 3 floors and like first floor is just like regular like casual conversation and then second floor is like whisper level and then third floor is like dead silence. So I had to go and then there's like study rooms that you can like claim on each floor. So I had to go to the second floor to find an available study room. And I'm pretty sure these are like mostly soundproof, but like they're kind of, I don't know if I sound echoey or not, but I'm also just self-conscious that like someone's gonna come over and be like, I'm trying to study and I can hear your stupid one half of a conversation and it's bothering me. And I'm like gonna get kicked out for not doing like legitimate work on like the quiet level of the library.
That's legitimate work. They can't tell you to do anything.
That's fair, but
Yeah.
that's my paranoia.
I think we might have some here, but I know when I went to visit Indiana, they had like small little rooms that were completely soundproof, and like people would practice their instruments there and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's not this. That's like a music thing. We have those on campus, but like not here. They're in the music area. People do not practice their instruments in our library. Is that what was happening at Indiana?
No,
Like,
no, they were in the dorms.
oh, yeah, that's different. That's a different thing entirely.
They were really cool, but
Okay,
we
but
don't
we're
have those
talking
here.
about libraries right now, so not.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no practice rooms in the library. These study rooms are kind of nice. So I was worried that it was going to be cold in here, and I didn't bring a jacket with me, but it's actually like a decent temperature in the study room. And then there's like a whiteboard, so if I were doing serious studying, like if I were, I don't know, doing something with chemistry, I could like write out long equations or whatever. And it smells vaguely of Twizzlers in here, so
Ew,
that's
I hate Twizzlers.
I like Twizzlers, so
I know you do, but they're gross. Sorry.
yeah, good thing you're not here.
Okay. So why don't we talk about how the last podcast went?
Let's do that. I see you just highlighted that on our Google Doc. Thank
I
you.
did.
I was unaware of.
Pay attention, the
Oh,
library is now closed to all community guests. It will remain open to all ballot payments card holders. Thank you.
okay. The library is now closed to community guests. That was startling. That
I
was
thought
very
someone
scary.
was roasting you.
Ian, I literally thought that my fear was being realized, and someone was coming into the door to be like, Belk Library is now closed to those who are recording their podcasts at 9 o'clock at night.
But you're okay. You can still stay there.
Yeah, I'm a valid Phoenix card holder, and I'm also already inside the library. That just
Okay.
means that like the door's not. Our library is open 24 hours, so like, I guess at 9:05 they like keep the doors lock automatically, so you have to like scan in to get in there.
You gotta keep it punctual, Jenny. 9:05.
9:05,
Yeah.
precisely.
What
were we
happens at
talking
10
about?
tonight?
Oh, late night chicken nuggets, baby.
So we have to wrap up before then. So
Yeah.
you
Well,
eat all the nuggets.
I told my roommate that I'd meet her at the dining hall at 10:30 because I figured that we'd run kind of late on starting. So.
Did you tell her to save you some nugs?
No, we're gonna meet each other at 10:30, and
See, that's your problem. You needed to tell her to like go in there early and grab all the nugs, and then you could eat some.
Okay, well, first of all, it's buffet style, so she couldn't grab any nugs. She'd have to get a plate and be served them.
Don't you serve yourself at buffets?
Do you? I don't know.
Usually you do.
Okay, well, it's not like that, because the purpose of late night is to give food to the drunk kids so that they don't die.
All right, because they party on Thursdays, right?
Yeah, because they party on Thursdays. So I guess they're worried that the drunk kids will take too many chicken nuggets or funnel cake fries. And then, so they serve like set portions every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My roommate left for the night. He's been going home a lot. He lives like 10 minutes from me. But he literally just leaves. He's like, I guess I'll see you tomorrow because I'm going to go sleep in my house. I'm like, why? He's like, it's too hot in this room.
Accurate.
Like, you're so lucky. But
you should use his fan.
I should use his fan. It's like in the window and it's too much work to grab. And it's huge. So.
Oh, I see. Is it huge or is it huge?
It's huge. It's so big.
Yeah. It's enormous. It's the greatest fan to ever attend a presidential inauguration ever.
Oh gosh. There's a lot of Bernie posters around campus since we're up in Burlington, so.
Yeah, well, we're both in Burlington, but you're in Burlington, Vermont.
I'm in the home of the Sanders.
The home of the Sanders is Brooklyn. But the current residents of the Sanders.
Yeah,
actually,
you know
he's probably
what I mean.
in DC right now.
Why do you know where Bernie is?
I don't, but I'm just guessing that he's probably in DC right now.
Stop stalking him.
Even if I were stalking, I would know.
All right, so we were supposed to be talking about how the last podcast went.
Oh yeah, how did we get on this conversation? Oh, it's because the
don't.
security lady came on and said that the library was closed to civilians, not civilians, to civilians, military, active duty only. Yeah. Okay. So how did the last podcast go?
Well, as far as recording, I think it went really well. I think it turned out well listening to it again, and a lot of our friends listened to it, and
shout out to our friends.
Shout out to my Instagram friends.
Wait, are they our friends or are they your friends?
They're my friends. You didn't promote it on your Instagram. You promoted it on your Finsta.
Okay, well, that's an Instagram. I also put it on my Snapchat story. I did an embedded link to Snapchat.
You can do that on Snapchat?
Yeah, with one of the new updates.
I hate Snapchat.
Yeah, I also do, but I thought it was cool. And I took a picture of the SoundCloud on my laptop, and I put a Bitmoji that had a thought bubble that said relationship goals in it, and then I linked the podcast to that Snapchat.
You say you hate Snapchat, but you don't even take pictures with your phone picture thing. You just take snaps.
Well, that's not entirely true. A lot of the times, like when we went to the Sloth Ranch in Costa Rica, I would do that because I wanted to share this joy with my friends of the sloths and toucans and such. So I would take the Snapchat or the pictures and videos on Snapchat, and then it's easy because you can just save them individually or even as a story. I have a story that I saved from that day because it was so good. Such a good day.
Yeah.
It's whereas if I went, it seems more complicated, or not complicated, but it seems harder or more effort to have to take a picture on my phone and then put it on social media later, where I could just do it in the moment. So
I'll never understand, but that's fine.
Okay. How's our streak going? Have we Snapchatted each other today?
Yeah, I think you sent me one and I responded.
Cool. We're so bad at keeping streaks.
No, we're at 16. That's pretty good.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah.
I know someone who reached 500 on their Snapchat streak the other day.
Well, I hate Snapchat. I kill it around 30.
Yeah, so are you admitting that you intentionally kill our streaks?
I don't intentionally
do it.
I
That's what I'm
just
saying.
don't care about it, so I'm not thinking about it.
Nice to know.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're both just forgetful. We almost lost it yesterday.
I know. I like saw a notification and it bothered me because I don't like any notifications on my phone. And so I opened it and I opened your Snap and I was gonna close it until I saw it. And it's like respond in all caps, like with an angry face of you. I'm like,
It wasn't an
why?
angry face. When I send those, I like just make I make my eyes really wide and then I like move the phone close to my face quickly while I'm taking the picture so it looks like I'm in a panic, like respond.
No, it's all caps and you're gritting your teeth and your eyes are wide open and
That's
it's a blur.
panic. That's panic, yeah.
That's anger.
It's not
It's anger.
No, if it were angry, my eyebrows would be like furrowed.
Your eyebrows would be spiky.
Are you trying to roast my eyebrows right now?
No.
This is great audio content.
Yeah.
Wow.
Totally.
This is good.
The only thing about the podcast that did not go as planned was the editing and me putting it out. Because
Yeah, shout out to Ian from last Thursday saying, if I don't have it up by Sunday or Monday, please shame me. Pretty sure the podcast went up at like 9 p.m. yesterday, so Wednesday.
yeah, it was up before Sunday of this week.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, isn't that what I meant?
No. And also, I think that you said you'd put out your campus P.O. box so that people could send you shame in the mail.
I said only if I deserved it.
Well, yeah, which you have done.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
I'll think about it overnight.
Yeah. So, speaking of great audio content, let me just describe to you our shared Google Doc right now. Ian has like a line that says, talk about how the last podcast went, and then some bullet points. And they go, well, a lot of friends watched. Hey, Ian, people don't watch podcasts. They listen to them.
I was trying to type quickly.
Okay, whatever. And then next bullet point, came out super late. Editing, and then the last one, it just says fun. And then next to that, I did an arrow and wrote LOL, quote, fun, because I don't know what the heck he means by that. So please explain.
It was just a lot of fun to record, and you said you had a lot of fun recording.
Oh, which it was just very ambiguous. It just said fun.
It's just fun. I don't know what to tell you.
I agree, it was fun.
But editing, figuring out how to edit it took a long time, and then I got really busy, and then I realized that for the next month or so, my weekends are super duper busy, so I'm probably going to get them out on Wednesday or Tuesday instead.
Let's shoot for Wednesday. I feel like Wednesday's that'll be your hump day treat, dear listeners.
Yeah, it's not my treat. I have to do a lot of extra work.
Well, geez, I thought it was fun.
It's fun recording, yeah.
You signed up for this.
I asked, do you want to edit? And you're like, nah.
Actually, I think I laughed.
You did
Ian,
laugh.
you're a computer science major. I'm an English major. I don't know why in the heck you think that I would be the better person to edit our podcast.
Because I have a lot of work.
I have a lot of work too.
Yeah, but I don't want to do extra work.
Well, then why'd you agree to do this?
I'm kidding.
This has been the final episode of How's the Weather in Burlington. Thank you all very much for tuning in.
All right, let's just move on. All right, let's talk about interesting things that happened in our week, Jenny.
Okay, you go first.
Well, a couple things happened in my week. My roommate got some new speakers, and they're massive. So
How massive?
well, there's 3 of them.
Ooh.
2 are about the size of, I don't know, my fist.
Your fist? That's not very big.
No, but then the other one is about the size of like my fan.
I don't know how big your fan is. Do
about the
something
s-
easier to envision.
Well, I'm looking around. I don't know what else would be. It's like the size of a pillow.
Okay. Like
So it's pretty.
a throw pillow?
No, like a full pillow.
Okay. It's like a
So it's-
decent sized speaker.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's bigger than his laptop, if that makes any sense.
Well, yeah, most laptops are not as big as pillows.
Okay.
Is
Well,
it like a speaker that sits on the floor, like one of those things that you see at concerts?
no, it's not one of those. It's on his desk, but it's pretty big. Like it's on the top shelf. It covers up the entire top shelf.
Okay, he's got a big speaker.
Do you hear that? Someone's screaming outside my window.
I do not hear that.
Okay, well,
Someone
let's
just
ignore that then.
coughed. Did you hear that?
No one just coughed.
Yeah, in the library.
Oh, no, I didn't hear that.
Okay, go ahead. So your roommate got some big speakers.
Yeah, so he started watching some movies, and I was watching with him, and we started to watch a lot of movies and shows together. So I
Using
obviously
the speakers?
Yeah.
You're so obnoxious. You're
we're in
using
our
these...
room. No one else can hear us.
If you're using three speakers,
We checked.
Okay, whatever.
No, we're right next to the RA's room. Like, if it was a problem, we would have already been notified.
Oh, you would have been notified.
Yes.
Okay,
We wouldn't have changed, but we would have been notified.
I see. All right, so you've been watching some movies and shows together.
Mm-hmm. Because he's like a really big movie buff. But me being me, I got him into anime.
Ah.
So I've corrupted yet another
Yay.
person. I know, isn't it great?
So great.
He's watched One Punch Man and he started Kill la Kill. So
Oh, every time you tell me that you introduced someone to anime and that you made them watch One Punch Man, it makes me so, like, annoyed. And I don't even know.
why?
Because the only thing I know about One Punch Man is that the guy goes, One Punch! And it annoys me so much when you do that impression, and I hate it. So,
The guy doesn't even do that. That's part of the song, like the
Okay.
intro song.
okay. Well, he does that in the intro song then.
The singer does, yeah.
One Punch! It's so annoying. When you first watch that show, that's literally all you would say, and I want it to die.
It's good. It's a good show. You should watch it. It's a gateway drug to anime.
Okay.
But yeah, we've been watching a lot of shows together and movies, so that's good. And then today I was trying to go to a makeup quiz because my dad's coming up this weekend and he's picking me up early Friday, so I'm gonna miss my math class tomorrow. And we always have a quiz in math on Friday, so I talked to my teacher and he's like a super young guy and he's cool. And he's like,
Do
don't
you
you
have
guys?
a crush on him or something?
He's got some good hair. I don't
He's
know.
a super young guy, and he's very cool.
He's so strong. Oh my gosh. No. But he's like, don't call me Mr. Emery. My name's Ben. Don't ever
Stop putting
put-
out his full details, Ian.
That's fine.
Ian, this is a viral media form.
No, it's not.
He's gonna be getting, like, terrible things in his inbox soon.
Why? Why
Don't-
would he get terrible things?
I don't know.
I just said he's a cool guy.
Because half of our followers on Spotify are, like, sex bots. And they're gonna
That's
hear
not
you.
true.
They're gonna. Yes, it is true.
Let me check.
Ian, I checked today, and one of the people, like the bots who followed us, was like a full frontal nude picture of a woman in like a long purple wig, and like her wig's covering her like naughty bits.
What are you talking about?
Is it gone now?
I don't know. I'm checking.
I'm gonna check too. I don't want you to think
Oh,
I'm crazy.
yeah, it's
Yep,
there. I see
yep.
it.
Yep. There you go.
We can block it.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Blocked. Also permanently remove this person. Yeah. Okay. Well, they've been blocked. I think the picture's still there, sadly, but whatever.
Okay, so all you sex bots online, just beware. This podcast does not stand for internet crime.
It's not a crime.
Okay, whatever. We don't stand for internet obscenity.
All right. Where was I?
You talked about One Punch Man.
No, I was talking about my teacher.
Oh yeah, your super
yeah,
hot teacher.
so- Yeah, he's so sexy.
Mm.
So we went. I went up to take my makeup test today. And I had to skip one of my other classes, but it's okay because they don't take attendance in that class. It's the lecture hall class, and I read the book ahead of time, so I know what he was going to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So I went for my makeup test, and it was in the Terrell building.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky for me, I'd never been to the Terrell building, and when I checked the map, I'm like, oh, it's right next to like the main center in the school. So I'm like, that should be easy to find.
Mm-hmm.
So I have like an hour block to make it into this class and take my test and finish. So I leave like 20 minutes early,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like kind of walking around in circles. I don't find an entrance to this building. I see a couple signs to the building, and I scan the entire building, and it's like attached to the main area. But if you
Mm-hmm.
go into the main area, you can't get into the building. There's no doors anywhere. I'm like, what is going on? I check my time. I've been outside for like 40 minutes. I have like 30 minutes left to find this room and take the
Mm-hmm.
test. So I kind of just sit down in the lobby area, and I'm looking at the map, and this
Yeah.
girl sits across from me, and she's like about to do work. So I
Mm-hmm.
interrupt her. I'm like, "Do you know where the Terrell building is?" And she
Oh,
like
she's
looks,
about to do work, so you interrupt her. That's really
yeah,
nice of you.
because I'm a nice guy.
Yep.
And then she looks at me like a deer caught in the headlights. I'm like, oh, she doesn't know where it is, and she's like, sorry, I have no clue, but there's this door over there, and she
Mm-hmm.
points to like this door that looks like it's in the back alley of the building in darkness, and it doesn't have a handle. I'm like, maybe. So I get up and I push the door in,
You're either
and
about to find the building or you're about to be kidnapped.
I thought I was entering the Twilight Zone. And I open the door, and it's like a bright green sign saying Terrell Building Hall. I'm like, why? I look back at her and I say thank you, and I run in. I take my test. It was really easy, but literally it took me 40 minutes to find this class. And this girl is like, yeah, why don't you just check this dark alley door?
Yeah,
But she helped me out, so that was good.
that's great.
All right, what happened in your week?
I went to this really cool dinner last night at the Multi Faith Center on our campus that was like held in like partnership with the local mosque in the city of Burlington, and it was a dinner kind of like a belated Eid celebration. And it was just really cool. Originally, I was going to be required to go for one of my classes, but the details of that couldn't get quite worked out in time. So my professor said that he'd offer extra credit for us if we wanted to go. And I was already planning on going, plus extra credit, so you know I was there. And it was just really cool. Like, I got to interact with a lot of Muslim people in the community and Muslim students, and then also just students like me who were kind of just interested in learning more about Islam. And it was really cool. I got to just kind of experience the culture a little more. And I tried Indian food for the first time, and it was very good. I liked it a lot. And yeah, it was wonderful. So that was super cool.
That's good.
Yeah, very fun. And I got
Alright.
extra credit points.
Yeah, that's good. Don't you have like 100% of that class anyways, though?
No, that's one of the classes that doesn't have any grades in it yet.
Oh.
An extra credit gets added at the end of the semester.
Well, now you have 110% because there's no grades in there.
Yeah. We've turned in one essay. We're going to have one quiz and then the midterm, I guess. I don't even know if we're having a real midterm.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know if I'm having a midterm in my global experience class?
Like I said earlier, I don't know anything about anything.
That's true.
Yeah. So, do you have any interesting college tips from last week to this week that you've discovered?
Oh, that I've just picked up in the 7 days since we've recorded?
Mm-hmm.
I would say, like, report issues, not like be a snitch and like call the RA all the time, but like we share a laundry room with a building that's like adjacent to ours. And so, like, for weeks, like 5 of the dryers haven't been working, and there's 6 dryers. That's an exaggeration. Like 3 of them haven't been working, and like 2 of the washing machines have been just like overflowing water every time someone tries to do a load in them.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so, and I do laundry like once a week, and I do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays when my entire day's open, so I like can do it at kind of like a random time, and it's never an issue for me to get a washer or dryer. But then today I like came in to get my towels, and apparently like just nobody ever thought to like tell the RA or the maintenance, the physical plant people that so many of our washers and dryers weren't working, and they came today and fixed it within like 45 minutes. So just like be the person who like gets stuff done. Don't just be like, oh, someone will deal with it.
Yeah, because nobody will.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, all our machines break like every day. it's the worst. But they fix it often, so that's good.
Yeah, well, you get what you pay for. It only pays 1 cent to do a load of laundry.
It's too much, if I'm being honest.
I don't understand why they even bother charging at that point.
'Cause you get $2 of points for laundry in the semester, so you can do it. Well, you can
That's
do
a lot of laundry.
100 loads of laundry
What?
because it's 1 cent for
For
washing
washer and 1 cent
and
for
one
dry.
cent for dry. Yeah,
Interesting.
but it's good.
Hmm.
My tip is talk with your teachers during office hours because you develop a really good relationship with them, and if they're friendlier with you, they'll often help you out in ways that you wouldn't really think about it, and it's just nice to be close with your teachers.
Yeah. Another tip for if you want to be close with your teachers, go to a liberal arts school. Just kidding. I know that that's not possible for everyone or even interesting to everyone. if that really appeals to you, I strongly recommend going to a small school.
Okay.
There you go. That was like the least helpful tip in the history of the world.
You literally gave a tip and then you're like, nah, forget about it.
Well, no, I gave a tip. I still think it's good advice, but like it's also advice that I'm sure people have heard before, and for some people it's probably like unattainable anyway. So
Yeah.
I didn't want to be like exclusive or, privileged.
Yeah, you're so privileged, Jenny.
I'm super privileged. I actually am though.
Yeah, because you're with me, obviously.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was talking about. Glad we're always on the same page, 100%
Always,
of the time.
100% of the time.
100% of the
See?
time.
We just said the same thing. Now you owe me Coke. Jinx.
Yeah, because you copied after me, stupid.
No. There's
Okay,
going to be
whatever.
some magic editing happening so that it happens at the exact same time.
Well, are you going to leave this part in where you talk about the magic editing?
Yeah.
So not that magical. Little peek behind the curtain there for the audience.
All right. Our main topic of the day is going to be long distance relationships. Obviously, this is just for Jenny and I. We don't know how your long distance relationship works. If you have any relationships.
If you have any relationships.
Maybe you just live in your dorm and you don't want to talk to anyone and you live on ramen.
What a sad life. I was watching, can I do a quick side note?
Ramen's so good, though.
Pre-packaged ramen is not that great. I was watching, I got sidetracked during a study break this week, and I found this YouTube channel. I don't even remember what it's called now, but this guy, it's like kind of like a food review channel, but it's all focused on like Asian food, and I think it's like a collaborative channel, so there's like 5 or 6 like people who work on it, and I watched like 3 different videos that were all like frozen dumplings taste test and like packaged ramen taste test. And I was watching this packaged ramen taste test video that was like a panel of 3 people who were like eating it and like being very analytical and like, oh yes, like this is really good. And they started with like the really high end ones from like Korea and Japan and stuff like that. And then they were
Did anybody say it was very earthy?
I don't think so.
Oh, they're not good
Why?
wine tasters.
Hello?
Did I cut out or?
Yeah, I asked why you wanted to know if they were very earthy.
Oh, I said they're not
And
good
then
wine tasters then. And then I thought you just didn't find it funny, so you just didn't say anything.
Oh no, it just cut out. It came back. I was like, hello, and then you laughed, and I was like, I don't get it.
I literally said something, and then I thought you were just giving me the cold shoulder. I'm like,
I thought you were giving me the cold shoulder.
No, I literally interjected. Why would I give you the cold shoulder?
I don't know. Anyway, so I was watching this video, and they had like all these really good ramens. It was literally like a 30-minute long video. And I was like, they started with the good stuff, and then they were saving like the top ramen, like the packaged stuff, like the American stuff for last because it was going to be the worst, obviously. But I'm like sitting here watching this video, and I get like 20 minutes in, and I'm like, oh my God, I want ramen so badly right now. So I like heat up the water in my microwave, and I like, because I have like the cheap top ramen, like American stuff. But I'm like, oh my God.
The good.
No, the bad. So I'm like watching this video of them eating these like actually good ramens, and I'm like, oh, it looks so good, and I like get so excited. And then by the time that like my ramen's done, I like sit down with the bowl, and I'm like finishing up the video, and then they try the two American ones like while I'm eating mine, and they're talking about just how like bad and like not good it is. And just like, it's okay, I guess, if you're like a white person in college. And I was like, yep, that's me.
Yeah, but it's obviously not as good, but it's still good.
Yeah.
You were
I
like
don't,
roasting it. You're like, it's the worst.
well, I mean, I haven't had any of the good. No, that was my impression of them,
Oh,
having
okay.
just tried the good ramens. I haven't had any. But it
Yeah.
satisfied my very specific craving for it.
If you want some interesting Asian food facts, in our Japanese class, we learned that in Japan on Christmas, you have to reserve about 2 months in advance an order for KFC because
Why?
e- everybody in Japan eats KFC for Christmas.
That's funny. That's like the Jewish people in America always getting Chinese takeout on Christmas.
Yeah, but literally everyone in the country, because I think it's like 2% Christian. Japan is 2% Christian,
Yeah,
but they still
that's what I was
celebrate
gonna say.
Christmas as a kind of like a cultural holiday. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody gets KFC, and the colonel is dressed up as Santa. They think he's Santa,
Wow.
and it's just so funny.
Wait, they think that the Colonel is Santa?
Yeah, like the colonel is Santa in Japan.
That's
Like Colonel
hilarious.
Sanders is Santa, and he gives everyone KFC for Christmas.
Wow.
And a popular gift is a melon. Melons are like $200 there.
I saw something on Facebook a while ago about like square melons in Japan.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of good farming land, so like,
Well, yeah, it's like all mountains
yeah, so
on an
sweet stuff
island.
is really expensive.
Interesting.
But
These have been great long distance relationship tips that we've just
tips, yeah.
shared.
Talk about Japanese KFC Christmas things and bad ramen.
Yeah.
All right, so some real topics about long distance relationships for us. How is it going for us, Jenny?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Like, yeah. I mean,
Not
it's
amazing
not.
though.
Well, I mean, I don't want to be like it's the best because it's not. But like, it's not nearly as bad as I was expecting it to be. And like, my day to day life is not consumed with like, oh, I miss my boyfriend, and like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So
I-
it's
yeah.
pretty great. See, like that sounds weird to me. Be like, it's pretty
Yeah, no,
great to not
I
have
was
to
just
see
teasing
my
you.
boyfriend every day.
But it's definitely not as bad as we made it out to be.
Definitely
Or-
not.
Yeah.
We're
I only
super
miss you like
dramatic.
1 minute every day. No, I'm just kidding. I miss you always.
Okay, glad we clarified.
But what do we do to make it work?
Oh, are you there?
Yeah. I said,
Okay, you
what
cut
do we
out
do
again.
to make it work? Sorry.
Okay. What do we do to make it work? We have like goofy little traditions, and we communicate.
Communicate. You gotta communicate.
You gotta communicate. And
Yeah.
like, I don't mean that like we're constantly texting each other all the time, but like we keep the other person like filled in on what's going on, because they're not here, obviously. So you got to do that.
Yeah, like a phone call at the end of the day for like 30 or 40 minutes really helps a lot.
Yeah, and we don't even do that every day.
No, but when we do, it feels really good.
Yeah, yeah. It feels
Other
really
things we
good.
do along the lines of goofy traditions, we watch a show called The Crown.
I'm rewatching. Ian has just started his experience with The Crown.
Yeah, I thought I wasn't gonna like it that much, just because
because it's
I'm
about
not
the
really
monarchy.
into like. No, I'm not really into like British dramas, kind of where not a lot happens.
Everything
But,
happens in British dramas. We're gonna watch Downton Abbey next.
No, we're not going to Downton Abbey next.
We love Downton Abbey.
I like the board game because I beat you at it, even though it's a bad board game.
It was a good board game.
But
It was a wonderful show too.
we're watching The Crown, and then after that, I get to pick a show that we get to watch,
Downton
and Jenny's
Abbey.
excited for that, right?
Yeah, I'm excited to watch Downton Abbey with you.
We're not gonna watch Downton Abbey.
We have been moving like snails through The Crown. Pretty sure we're only like 2 or 3 episodes in.
I think we're on episode 4, but like every time we are able to watch it, you're like watching Sex and the City or something like that.
Well, I only watch that because I like want to like I want to be watching The Crown, but I am watching it with you, so I wait until you're available.
Okay. Well, we should watch it more then.
We should.
It's only like 10 episodes, right?
Yeah, the next season's coming out in like January, I think, or something. I'm very excited for that. This is going to become a Crown fan cast.
Fancast?
Yeah.
Oh, we need to watch Stranger Things too. That's coming out soon.
I'm not as excited for the second season of Stranger Things.
Me neither, but I think it's still going to be good.
I'm sure it will be good. The only reason I watched Stranger Things was because so many people were like, it's amazing. And it was very good. But like, I would never have watched it if people hadn't been like, you should watch this show.
The reason I watched it was the Dick came over and he's like, I was watching the show and had D&D on it, so we should watch it because you like D&D.
Yeah, Ian started watching, and then afterwards, after he finished, I asked him how it was, because he finished, and then I was going to start, so I was like, oh, how was it? And he was like, it was pretty good. I was expecting a lot more Dungeons and Dragons, but it was still good.
Yeah, well, that's how Dit sold it to me. So
I know.
It's not my fault. I still liked it overall, though. It was good. It was very 80s.
Well, yeah, it was set in the 80s.
No, I know, but like the music was very 80s. Like everything felt 80s. There are plenty of things that take place in the 80s, like chronologically, but don't feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that feel because that's how my dad grew up, and he raised me to be 80s kid, even though I was born in.
Your dad is so young. I forget about that.
Yeah, my dad
Jeez
is
Louise.
not even 50.
My mom graduated college in 1985. How old was your dad in 1985?
I don't know, like 2.
Are you serious? No, you're not serious.
I think he's turning 50 this weekend.
On Sunday?
Yeah, is that the first?
Yeah.
I may be overshooting that, and I'm sorry.
I think you are
Dad.
overshooting that. I'm going to text your dad and be like,
I think
how
he's
old are
49, though.
Is he turning 49 or is he currently 49?
I think he's currently 49. If not, he's turning 49.
Watch him be like 36.
He's definitely not. Because my mom and my dad are 10 years apart, and I know my mom is in her 30s, obviously. Mom's definitely not older than my dad.
Yeah. She's also definitely listening to this podcast, so good save on that one.
She has the attention span to listen to... how far are we into this?
I don't know, like 30 minutes or something?
Ooh, no, 45.
Yeah, but we're going to cut some of that stuff out, remember? And we were also on the phone before.
Yeah, it's close to like 40 minutes. We're not going to cut that much out.
We're going to cut the whole thing.
The whole thing? Just post a blank slate?
Yeah, it'll be meta.
Stop. Another thing I found interesting was on Instagram. A lot of our friends who are in long distance relationship, they seem to be doing really well too, and that made me happy as well. But it's not just us; it's a lot of people that were in.
We're the only successful relationship in the world, actually.
Actually, though,
If only.
but it just made me happy because it was like relationships that have been a while has continued, and like very new relationships that began in the summer are still working out long distance as well. So if you guys are worried about that going into college, if you guys really work at it, it's not impossible. It's pretty. It's not fun, but it's fun to kind of figure it out and work through it. Is what I would say, and it's very doable.
Yeah, it's easy to do, but I don't want to like put any pressure on anyone who like isn't succeeding in a long distance relationship or like something like that. I mean, I don't, like it's nothing to feel badly about if it doesn't work out, because there are definitely challenges to it. But if you're going, or you're potentially going to be approaching a long distance relationship in the future, I'd say a lot of it's probably in your head right now. And, people have done long distance relationships before and with much less technology available to them. So
yeah, absolutely. Tech helps so much.
A lot.
Yeah, texting, calling, emailing, because I'm fancy.
When have you ever emailed me?
I emailed you yesterday.
With the link to our podcast. You didn't email me today.
I emailed you.
Today? I don't think so.
Check your email.
That's from yesterday.
No, check your email.
I am checking my email. I'm literally looking at it right now.
Refresh it.
It just came. I just pulled it up. It's refreshed.
Hit
Oh my
refresh.
God, you just sent me an email right now. It's blank. There's no subject and no text.
But was I lying?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, well, swiftly moving on. I did not lie. I sent her an email
Swiftly
today.
moving on.
Yes.
You did lie because at the time that you said it, you had not emailed me.
Whatever. Let's not get into it.
Let's not argue.
Let's not argue, okay?
Yeah.
Let's not fight. Stop trying to fight me, okay?
Let's not go to bed angry. Real tip though,
Yeah.
don't go to bed angry if you're in a long distance relationship. I mean, pro tip if you're having like an argument or a disagreement or a misunderstanding, because that can happen a lot more when you're not talking face to face with someone, or especially over text or email, where even the audio voice is like not available to you. There can be a lot of misunderstandings. So if you need to take a break from, or like step back, hang up the phone, get a snack, whatever. But try to not like leave a fight simmering. So like the catchy way to say that is never go to bed angry, but like if you get into a disagreement at 11:30 at night, go to bed, wake up and talk about it in the morning. So, but try to work out those issues.
Yeah.
Because they do come up. And that's just a part of any relationship, not just a long distance relationship.
Mm-hmm. All right. Rounding out the podcast, we have our weekly Rosebud Thorn, or Rose Thorn Bud is the correct order. But
Yeah,
again,
because
I
it's
wrote
still
it wrong
out
again.
of order. Shame.
You said it sounded nice. Leave me alone.
It's more catchy, but it's not
Yeah.
right.
So there we go. It's our Rosebud Thorn with the thorn first.
A rosebud thorn.
No, let's just do thorns.
Oh. Yeah, you're right, I guess.
Yeah. Alright, your weekly rose, Jenny?
Probably trying new food yesterday. I had some really good chicken. It was very good. And I know I eat chicken all the time, but like this was a more adventurous chicken.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, I'm sure you had a revelation when you discovered there was more chicken out there for you to eat.
Yeah, it was thrilling.
Yeah. My rose, let's think. Did anything good happen this week?
Anything at all.
Oh, I went to my pre-release. That was really fun.
Yeah, that was your bud last week.
That was my bud, yeah, but now it's my rose.
Well, I wasn't saying, I wasn't trying to fight you. Relax. I was just saying.
No, it was a lot of fun. A lot of the people there I met there were really cool people, and I'm probably gonna go there every week or every other week just to do drafts with the people there.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really cool place. It was like on the second floor on Church Street, which is like the main street with all the stores.
Our main street is called Church Street too. Why do we
know
live
what?
in parallel universes?
That's because all the trains go into Church Street.
Oh yeah, all the train stops are on Church Street in Burlington.
Yeah, you didn't know that? Gosh, you're not special.
Nope. Neither are you,
But,
apparently.
No. The funny thing was, I was supposed to go to like the competitive one at like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up at 7. It was like a 30-minute walk, and I'm like, ugh, waking up early, walking. I get there and the door's locked. I'm like, what? I checked the website. I'm like, definitely says 9 o'clock at the inn. I look up where that is. I'm like, it's probably near here. They rented out a place just because it's bigger, I'm assuming. It was a 20-minute walk from the college, but in the opposite direction. And when I checked, it was like 8:50. So I'm like, oh gosh, no. I checked what time the next one was, and it was like 11 o'clock. So I had to stay. I walked around Church Street and like find a place to eat, and walked by the lake. But it was definitely a huge blunder on my part. But it was funny because I went to the casual one, and the kid who won most of it, the kid went undefeated. He was like a 5-year-old or
5-year-old?
7. I think he was 7, but he was definitely really young, and he knew all the cards, and he was playing really well because I was sitting next to him in one of the games, and he was bluffing a lot, and he was like distracting his opponent when he was like playing cards.
That's
It was
very fun.
hilarious to watch. He won every game he played. It was so cool.
Did he beat you?
I didn't play against him, but
You
I
were
played
too
against
chicken.
his brother, I think it was, and I lost to him really badly. But his brother was really cool too, and we talked. We played like 7 games when we were only supposed to play 2. So
Interesting.
yeah, but it was a lot of fun, and that was definitely my rose.
Mm-hmm.
So my bud, or I guess my thorn,
Yeah.
is that we had the heat wave where it was like 90 to 95 all week, where I would come into my seat and kind of like sit in a puddle of sweat from the last student that had sat there,
Ew.
and then like my chair would start dripping because I'm sweating, and like
Wait, so
it's
how is
either
this your bud?
this is my thorn. It's rose thorn bud.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my favorite to be all sweaty, Jenny.
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
No, so I would sit in like a sweaty seat, and I'm sweaty, and I don't want to be there because it's so hot. And I look around me, and everyone else is sweaty, and like the sweat is condensing on the windows. I'm like, ah,
Ew.
save me! Everybody's swampy in the swampy classroom.
Okay.
None of our classes have air conditioning. It's just the worst.
Oh.
So that was definitely the thorn.
Tell us how you really feel.
It sucked. I hated it. Very bad.
Very bad. No good.
No good.
They're not sending their best.
No.
No.
What about your thorn?
My thorn is that I lost my key and it hasn't turned up yet on campus. And I like realized it was missing after I got back from the retreat I went on. And so if I lost it at the camp that we went to, it could only be in like the cabin that we stayed in, because it stayed there in my bag the entire week, or the entire like night that we were there. So I sent someone at the camp an email. So hopefully my key turns up, but otherwise I'm going to have to pay to get the lock replaced on our door and then get a new key made for me and my roommate. So
That sucks. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. It's just kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
At least I don't live in a suite, because like the way like they have to replace the lock and then make a new copy of the key for everyone who like lives there. So if you live in a suite, then you have to pay like a lot more than if you just live in a double like I do.
I wish I lived in a suite. Got that personal bathroom.
It wouldn't be personal.
Oh, helpful tip. When you're requesting dorms,
Don't do
be
it
an
at 10 o'clock at
Ian.
night, the night that
Don't-
it's due.
Yeah, don't do that, because you'll be in the lowest of the low priorities for
Yep.
receiving a dorm. Where I filled out 3 types of dorms that I wanted, and I got the 4th, which was a forced triple.
Yep.
So
But then you only ended up having one roommate, so it's not that
yeah,
bad.
he bailed.
The other guy bailed.
Hmm.
So-
And our buds for the week, I think they're the same, right?
I don't know. What's your bud?
Seeing my family this weekend, or my dad.
Yeah, I'm excited. I have like 2 buds. I'm excited to see my parents and my brother and my dog this weekend.
Badger. Your dog named Badger.
I didn't name him. No one in our family named him. He was a rescue. Adopt, don't shop. Hashtag adopt, don't shop. But then I'm also on Monday night, I'm going to a concert in Raleigh. I don't think I even told you about this, Ian.
Oh, you didn't.
I'm going to a concert in Raleigh with my small group for that contemporary Christian pop rock. So I'm excited. The band's
their
actually
name?
really nice. Need to Breathe, No Spaces.
Sounds edgy.
Yeah, they are. Their music's actually really good, and I enjoy it a lot. And it's also just, I always enjoy going out to worship concerts. So,
Yeah.
And also just getting out of the Elon bubble.
I was checking to make sure I didn't have a concert soon, because my dad bought concert tickets for A Perfect Circle.
Mm-hmm.
But I was worried that it was like sometime in October, where every weekend I'm busy doing something. But it's not. It's November.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, he bought front row seats.
Dang.
So I guess he's broke.
The dichotomy of you going to a concert with your dad in like front row at like what I'm gonna assume is a heavy metal band.
Oh,
and
yeah.
being excited about going to my Christian contemporary pop rock band with my small group on a Monday night. I'm geeked.
Yeah, but you're not broke. My
Yeah.
family clearly is.
Okay, I was very annoyed because the website, I wasn't very annoyed. I was somewhat annoyed because it's like general admission tickets. So I like was buying my ticket today and all over the website it was like $36, $36 and I was like, "Oh, that's great." So I go to buy the ticket and then it's like $50, $56 because of the taxes and fees and then like 98 cents for some like random bonus charge and I was like, "Okay, great." I feel deceived.
You got wrecked.
Yeah, I did.
At least you didn't buy tickets for a Greyhound bus at 2 o'clock in the morning when you were supposed to buy it for 2 p.m. and then realize it wasn't
Oh my
refundable.
god. That was the worst. That
I was about to buy the return tickets too.
Oh my goodness.
And then I'm like, wait, why does these return tickets say AM? And then I checked my other tickets. I'm like, gosh, no.
Oh my god.
It's fine. It didn't bother me at all. Not one bit.
Yeah, it bothered me.
All right. I think that's going to do it for this week.
I see
you have
you
anything
still
else to
haven't.
say?
No, well, yeah, I see you still haven't written the outro.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to write it, actually. I'm a
We
little
need
lazy.
an outro. You
No,
just
we
said
didn't.
we need one.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
No, we just say, "Ya boys, thank you for listening."
Ya boys. Yeah, what Ian has written on our Google Doc is thanks and small joke about the weather.
I can't even make a small joke about the weather because I'm too dumb.
Do you know how long it took me to come up with a weekly barometric reading for our long distance relationship?
Like 30 minutes. Do you hear that laughing?
Yeah, I did actually. That was disturbing.
I'm in my dorm on the 3rd floor and they're outside.
Cool. It actually took me like a couple of days to come up with that.
See, I don't have that kind of brain power.
Brain power. Well, I wasn't like I did like 3 straight days. I was just like I would think about it for a couple of days before I came up with that.
Oh, I thought you just thought about it for 3 days straight. You didn't eat. You didn't go to
Yeah.
class.
Yep, that's what I did.
All right. Don't know
Is
how
that
to
gonna be our
segue out of that.
Yeah,
So
it's almost
thank you
like
guys
we
for
need
listening.
An outro.
You don't need an outro.
We don't know how to segue from one segment to the end of the podcast.
You know what?
I
Listeners, you guys
wonder.
can write our outro, and I'll pick the best one.
Our outro?
Our outro.
Ooh, edgy. All
Yeah.
3 of our listeners who are all sex bots. And our friends from home. It's not that only sex bots have listened, it's that like immediately after Ian posted the podcast, like 3 random bots all subscribed, like followed us.
Yeah.
So.
Currently, 41 people listen to our podcast. Though.
Dang, I was one of them.
I was one of them too. So.
Would it count though? Because you like posted it on your account, so would it like read as having been listened to by you?
I listened to it on my other personal account with all my anime songs. So.
Oh wow. Mm-hmm. See, some of those details were unnecessary. Can you
I
see?
know.
Can you like see who listened to it?
I have some notifications. Yeah.
Shout them out.
I'm not gonna shout them out.
Okay.
I have shout out for the people who followed us. I think is the only people I can see specifically. Actually.
Have like non-bots followed us?
Yeah.
One of them's me.
One of them is me. So.
So how many does that leave us?
3.
Wait, including the bots?
No.
Okay, excluding
3.
us and the bots, how many?
Yeah. 3.
3. Okay, shout them out.
I'm not gonna shout them out.
I bet they're disappointed. They're gonna unsubscribe.
If they want us to shout them out, they can leave a comment.
Leave us a comment if you want to shout out.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for leaving a comment for this amazing outro that I know you guys are going to put in a lot of work and comment, definitely.
Oh my god.
And then I won't have to do it.
Yeah.
Jenny, you have any closing words?
Give us ideas for what to talk about instead of writing our outro, because that's more pressing. And
No,
it's
it's
Ian's
not.
responsibility
really
to write the
isn't.
outro.
It really
You just
isn't.
said that you didn't need an outro, so
Okay, you're right.
what
You
is
don't
the
need
truth? Oh my god.
it.
Write your own outro.
All right. Bye, Jenny. Love you.
Bye, Ian. I love you too.